Good morning. I absolutely love Ozark mornings. I think they're God's gift to the human race and everything around them, including our cattle and every living thing. I wanted to address cattle emotions and how they respond to our stimulus and the body signals that they're giving us that are telling us something. Cattle are not so complex once you get a couple key factors established. So, to put this into context, let's go back to the wildebeest, the buffalo, bison, what have you, that are still running free to this day. They follow a basic premise. They need safety, which comes in numbers. The leader is picked out from among them by sheer dominance and brute force that they establish over a time period. In my case, it's established every time a cow is entered, even if she hasn't been gone for that long, like if she's been in a dry paddock or what have you. But the dominance deal comes up from the need for protection. So they pick out that strong leader because they intuitively know that that cow or that particular animal is going to fight for them and keep them safe. They also are driven by the need for feed and water. So the same goes for a domesticated herd. They are looking for those three factors. They are also looking immediately for the same factors that apply to a human. So we have to give them safety, feed them correctly, and handle them calmly in a place where they don't feel stressed or in a way that they don't feel stressed, because they have still that deep predator-prey instinct in them, where you start rushing them, you start handling them in a tense manner, and they just respond to that because they think there is a threat. We must leave the premise that they think like us squarely at the door. They do not. They are survivalists at the end of the day. Supply them with those basic factors: safety, food, and water, and a comfortable place to lay down and rest, and they are at peace. So, leading into how they play off of us and the cues they give us on if they're about to react. So, I've heard it referred to as the side eye before. Looks like I got a bag to pick up here. The wind likes to blow stuff around. But back to this. They do respond to the cues we are giving them, based solely off of the fact if we are treating them as an equal, a dominant, or a threat. When they are giving us that, quote, side eye, let's say in a parlor setting, I can always tell when a cow comes in and she's tense and war is about to ensue. It is because she doesn't want to be in there. She's upset about something. She could not be feeling good. Something could be off as far as feed goes, that she doesn't like what she's been getting either prior or in the parlor. In our case, where we feed grain in the parlor, something may be off. Her body cues are trying to tell us something. In the case of a milking cow, it can often be mastitis related. If she's giving us that side eye as we're going in to milk her, that could be indicative of pain in her udder. So as soon as they tense, you can almost see their skin constrict. They have the aura of being nervous about them. On the same token, if they're relaxed and happy, their eyes get soft, their body posture becomes non-aggressive, their heads drop, they look relaxed. So those are all cues that you need to be watching for. You can see our cattle are very relaxed around me. They accept me out here 24/7. I can walk out here even in the middle of the night to check on a cow that's due to have a calf or what have you, and they will stay resting. That says that they're comfortable in their environment and they're comfortable with me handling them. I have had employees in the past that, although I never caught them in the act, I knew it was occurring, where they were abusing these animals behind my back. It was based on how they acted as soon as said employee appeared. A lot of times these cows, around individuals that they don't like or abuse them in some manner, will turn around as soon as they see that person approaching them, or they see that that person is in the parlor and they're like opting out immediately because they don't want contact with that person. When I walk around them, I don't use a loud, harsh tone. I walk slow. I keep my palms open, my hands non-clenched. And I look at them, but not in an aggressive manner. There's a distinct difference between staring a cow down to get her to move or watching her to see if everything is okay with her. Body language in proportion to where she's standing, how fast I'm approaching, what angle I'm standing from, all plays into how she responds to me. They are very intuitive, but they don't think like a human. They don't really have human emotions. Again, they are bound by those factors: safety, water, food. Supply that, keep them in a calm, controlled environment where they feel safe is the big thing, because they still, especially at a domesticated level, they understand they are vulnerable. So keep their environment normal as possible. Maintain habits with them. They are very almost ritualistic in nature. They do not like much changed up. Keep those factors in mind, and you will have a very responsive, respectful dairy cow.